Alright, what is up, guys? Okay, so we're gonna get into this, but first, I wanted to give you a big understanding of what Arizona's law is. I didn't even know this was a thing. Um, I just happened to come across to it, and it was a story. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I asked my mom and dad to see if it was okay to go to Salt River tubing. And I guess it's a place where it's just a long river. You could get like tubes of your own, and you could have you could either go on the side, have a picnic or whatever, and etc. Right? You can just you could just relax. It's just a place where you can just have your family go with, or your friends, and just hang out in the river. And it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat place. I've been there before. And the reason why I'm just gonna show you in Arizona a lot, it's crazy, but it's true. I checked it out, and you could do your own research, but at the end of this video, you understand that this is beyond just sorry, there's a gnat, guys. My bad. Um it's just a beyond situation. It's not just you know a Salt River issue. It's just an issue regardless where you're at. So it's crazy, right? So so I guess, and it's so crazy. Okay, so you can literally drink to get drunk at your house, or no, yeah, and then go walking, and literally, yes, drink to get drunk at your house, and you, as a bystander, when you're not driving, you can go walking. And I think I'm just saying this because it's so crazy. I'm like, no way. No, but absolutely way. Alright. Sorry, guys. I just had to deal with this gnat. Alright, so yeah, I said don't get too comfortable with this idea, and I guess the actual law itself, it's A.R.S. um 36 20 31. 36 20 31, that's what it is, and they call it a medical issue and not a criminal one. um the worst or the best way that they could do, if they could tell you're very intoxicated, and they need to detox you, or they're not placing you under arrest, because they can't arrest anyone who's basically too intoxicated. They just have you as protective custody. um A.R.S. 3626. Okay, so it's insane. And I said alcohol consumption and no life vest. I guess people are trying to draw it out that say, hey, you need to wear your life vest, you know, to help you stay afloat of the water. And alcohol consumption is another thing. People are warning other people about alcohol, meaning there will be more patrol, no standalone, and basically the law again. So it's a public drunkenness law. Yeah, it's just the same thing. Same thing. You can literally walk outside drunk, okay, and you could just be on a sidewalk, or traveling city grounds, and it's not illegal, but it is to a certain point. If you're like being rowdy, if you're picking fights, yeah, they're gonna have you arrested. But if you're just out, and don't, make sure you do research this, guys. But I just wanted to share this with you. But it is basically two men that drowned in Memorial Day weekend, okay? And so that's what my mom explained it to me, that two guys drowned. And I'm like, no way. No freaking way. I mean, like, that's crazy to have the Memorial weekend. on that specific weekend, they died. Like I just had to recheck it like 3 times because I couldn't believe it. And I'll tell you guys their names. So Jason Blake Jr., 23 years 23 years old, Monday morning around 10:40 a.m. Um, it's the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. Um, it's a lake patrol deputies. They were called to an area about a half a mile downstream from Stewart Mountain Dam. Jason was attempting to swim across the river when he began to struggle near the middle of the current. Deputies searched the area and later found him deceased. That's crazy. So, I mean, the Maricopa County's Lake Patrol Division is a team that handles search, rescue, and safety enforcement. And that's what they do. That, they basically handle the water, around that area and land, right? They're just there to see if people either need help or they are looking for somebody, you know, maybe a friend lost someone and in their group, right? And they need to they need to find them, because they want to be safe, obviously. So it's what it is. So Sars Sewa, 22 years old, a graduate of ASU, was out tubing with friends over the weekend when he went missing. Search teams recovered his body from the river. And it's so crazy, guys, because you don't know how common it is for someone to be actual under the influence of alcohol. Trust me, I happen to, yeah. And my story is, it's just, you can literally do that at home. You're not obviously driving, because that would be a DUI, but you're just a passenger. You could be in the back seat, no open containers, obviously, but you go in and you just go and tube. That's it. It's literally it. As long as you put your life vest on, you're not breaking the law. And it's insane. I was like, wow, I just happen to live, and that's it. And I'm like, I'm so crazy, absolutely insane and wild. And yes, this was in the morning, okay? I was, you know, at least like 11 o'clock in the morning. Rose, why you do this? Why? I have no idea. I just happened to just walk in, and I was at my cousin's place, and I had a friend, and she was like, "Oh hey, do you want a buzz ball?" And I'm like, I don't know what that drink is, but let me try it. And then cousin was shocked, but I was like under the impression that I thought, it's nothing, right? I'm like, okay, I mean, I could try it, and she just, like, basically gave me a waterfall. I'm like, okay, that's tastes different, but okay. And the rest is history. I did that for so many times and I didn't even know what it was, but I was like, I knew right away that it had alcohol. But yeah, crazy story. But I guess that's it. That is pretty much it. Um, 2 guys, yeah, but I'm like 20 years old. They didn't live the life that they could have lived. And I feel so sorry for these guys. They're only 23 and 22, so I feel bad for them. Sorry, y'all. But most definitely keep yourself safe. Most importantly, do so. And sorry for these guys. Rest in peace.